After all of this name-calling and lack of arguments, he said that because of all of this, any honest person will know that the Ukrainians were most likely responsible for the blowing up of the dam. I mean, ingenious, truly. Grade A journalism right there. The same individual who had lied in the past about the voter fraud allegations in the US and was caught lying in the Dominion court case has decided to lie again. Because why stop until he is stopped? This, my friends, is how all of these scammers, all of these criminals act. They continue to do what they've been doing because nobody's stopping them. Not because they feel unjustified, not because they feel downtrodden, not because they feel like something has been taken from them. The Russians have accepted Ukrainian sovereignty more than once, more than twice. Before they started this war in 2014, the Russians have signed further treaties with Ukraine to stop further aggressions and have broken every single one of them. You'll never find Tucker Carlson talking about that. You'll never find Tucker Carlson talking about the Budapest Memorandum or the friendship agreement between Ukraine and Russia. You'll never see any of that, my friends. You'll never find Nigel Farage talking about the fact that this war matters for the rest of the Europeans. It matters to stop it in Ukraine, to stop Russia, and to prevent this from going any further. They never speak about this. They never call Putin directly a criminal and a crook and a war criminal, in fact. They never say that. Because some of their voters are going to stop voting for them. Orban, Fico, they're no better. They're even worse, we could say. Because they're even more direct in trying their best to destroy the Ukrainian cause in the eyes of the Europeans. But my friends, I hope that one day the Hungarian people will remember the terrible things that the Soviets had done to them. I hope they will remember it. And I hope they will also remember that they are part of the EU, that they are part of NATO, and they are directly in opposition to the interests of these organizations that they are part of. And if that doesn't work on them, if remembering all of this doesn't work in shifting their minds into a reasonable place, well, my friends, I think they should remember that they are far from the most important members of NATO or of the EU. And if they continue to try to destabilize it from within, well, it might just so happen that the benefits in keeping them as part of those organizations might be outweighed by the detriments, by the many detriments that are brought by their betrayal. Now, let's make no mistakes here. Orban and Fico are traitors. They are betraying NATO, and they are betraying the EU, and they are betraying their own people. Because their people have suffered in the past because of the Soviet Union. And the Ukrainians have suffered in the past because of the Soviet Union. So the least we can do is remember the suffering of those people and act accordingly to make sure that it never happens again. To make sure that we are united and not divided as Russia would love to see it. That we have leaders that know what's best for their countries and want international relations and are not these isolationist nutcases that are being put forward in front of us so many times with Russian rubles overflowing their pockets. That is the only way for us to influence the politics of the West, my friends, and to remind everybody what truly is important in this situation: to stand united. All together, we will win.
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 Thank you, Britain.
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 Thank you, Britain.